All right, I'm Amanda Keiber. I'm here with Oatey Co. and Cherne at the WWETT Show 2024. So we have always come to this show under our Oatey brand, under our Cherne brand. And this year we are also expanding to include more of our Oatey products. So just wanted to talk through a little bit of the additional products that we have to show today. So you can see here that we have some of our solvent cements. So essentially the PVC glue that we use to bring PVC together. And these are specially formulated versions of our cements for wet conditions. You can see here we have our rain or shine, our hot medium blue lava, and our hot blue. So each of these is going to be formulated for wet conditions. Some are going to be a little bit of a stronger, more solvent dense formula. The most solvent dense formula is going to be this one, then it goes down to this hot blue, and then our rain or shine. They're pretty similar, but the main thing they have in common is that they are going to not give you a lot of time to work because they're going to really quickly get those two pipes joined together. These are really commonly useful for irrigation contractors, underground sewer contractors, pool and spa, but also just a contractor who wants to keep some on his truck for when the job site conditions might be wet and they need to use a different formulation. With our hot medium blue lava, we actually have done video of formulating an entire joint underwater with this PVC cement, and it works perfectly. So that's how hot we say these cements are. So just a great example of how Oatey has, as a leader in the PVC solvent cement line, really worked hard to identify the job site needs of our contractors and develop products that are really specified for those conditions, and we have a very robust line. So these are just a few that apply to a lot of the folks here at the WWETT Show. Next up, we've got a handful of our Hercules products. So we've got Hercules for body and our Hercules multi-purpose job site wipes. So these are just sort of a fan favorite of contractors. They make it really nice to remove dirt, grime, grease, solvents from your hands or your body or your tools, things around the job site. So always good to keep those on the truck for whatever the job site brings. Here along the bottom, we have our Hercules Septic products. So these are all a little bit different, but what they have in common is that the ADOX, the cleaner, and the septic flow are all gonna help you treat and maintain your cesspool and sort of septic drain field, where if you need to keep things flowing, if there's sort of a clog situation, these will help prevent and then treat when you do have those issues. So a lot of our plumbers who are working in the septic space can keep these products on their truck, use it for routine maintenance, and also to treat some of the more difficult clogs. We also have Back to Life, which is actually a bacteria that you need to put into a cesspool environment to reintroduce the healthy bacteria that keeps the system running. So another key component of the septic space. The last one I wanted to point out is Hercules Shutout. So again, from our Hercules brand. This is actually for those who are working in manholes or using manholes. And a lot of times, really, it's a great one to be spec'd in if you are a municipality who is sending your guys out repeatedly to go and service manholes throughout your community. What it's gonna do is it's gonna be a part sealant, and it also helps to grease up that manhole to lubricate it and actually make it easier to remove. The main use case here is inflow and infiltration, which you can see here is an example of what it's typically like without Shutout, how the municipalities are continuously dealing with what they call inflow, and you are not gonna have a very good seal oftentimes into the manhole. This is a recurring treatment product that as you service manholes, you put a 3/8 inch bead around the manhole every time you are working in the manhole, and it will help to block that inflow. So it's a very affordable, simple product that contractors and municipalities can use to reduce inflow in their systems. So that's a newer one from Hercules Shutout. So that's kind of the overview that we have here today of some of our products outside of the Cherne line for WWETT.